So in this part we will start with the question 76, which is steel slag. See, what is a steel slag, or what are all the constituents of a steel slag? It is a difficult question, or this question itself is difficult. But what is a slag? A slag is something or impurities which are left out. So when you remove an element from the ore, or any material or any steel something from the ore, the left out material is called as slag. And if you see, in the case of production of cement, they use a left out material called as fly ash. What is this fly ash? Is something you get after coal is burned in a thermal power plant. So I knew this fact because I am concerned with this trade of cement. So I knew that yes, coal ash or fly ash is used in cement. So logically I concluded any impurity from steel might be used, or see whether it is used or not might be used. Okay, so I did this. And also second, yes, construction of base road, this is done. So and there are even, for example, plastic. So plastic roads are being cut, or not plastic road, plastic instead of getting dumped somewhere, or there are cases where you are using that plastic for making roads. This is a fact in many of the states in India. So why to dump the steel slag or the impurities somewhere and cause environmental pollution? Rather you can make roads and you can save environment. So that can also come logically. So this two, yes, 1 and 3 I knew that it is there. But I was not sure of, see, because improvement of agriculture soil, yes, soil needs a lot of nutrients, as I said, this slag is a impurity of nutrients only. Impurity means not impure things, it is a collection of many elements which have been left out from the ore. So it can be used for agriculture or replenishing agriculture soil, but whether it is true or not I am not sure. But there will be a case of tussle between C and D, but the answer is D. As I told you, it's a difficult question. Yes, it is used for agriculture as well. So, but it is a difficult question. Anyways. So next, musk deer. And in case of musk deer, I knew only one fact, that musk deer or habitat of musk deer happens to be in this region. So, or somewhere in the region of Himalayas. This is the only fact I knew in this question. And I also knew that Gangotri, because Gangotri, or the region where Ganga originates, is the Gangotri. And it can, so Gangotri National Park, so obviously it should lie somewhere in the region of musk deer. So 2 is correct. So 2 is correct. But I have to be sure of whether 2 is, or A is correct or B is correct. Whether Ashok or Ascot Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary, Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary, I am not sure. Manas, yes, it is here. I would be tempted to choose Manas, because see, the map which I have drawn, it seems to overlap with the place I am telling. But Gangotri happens to be a even closer match. So whether, if for example, why I actually removed Manas is that it is not clubbed with Gangotri. If Manas had been clubbed with Gangotri, based on the diagram which I have drawn, I would have actually clubbed 2 and 4. But 2 and 4 is not in the answer, luckily. So I would actually remove. So I would assume that Manas is not there. But I have to choose between this Ascot and Kishanpur, which is a tough task for me. So I would go for whichever answer is there. But answer is actually A. So it is actually Ascot. But I was not sure of the answer. So this is also not that easy a question. And next, see, again see, preferred for ensuring environmental sustainability, or to reduce carbon footprint in rural construction, which of the following is preferred? It's a very, see, again they have this question repeatedly. It's a tough question only. So they want environmental sustainability or reduce carbon footprint by using road construction, which of the material will be used. This Portland cement or Portland cement, as I told you again, cement is something which I am concerned with, or the trade in which I am concerned with. This Portland cement is nothing but normal cement. So actually, if you see, there were road constructed using these cement. In many of the panchayats in Tamil Nadu, for example, they constructed roads with this cement, and constructing roads with this, or cement road it was called, actually is causing a lot of environmental problems. The water is not seeping through inside the soil, or when the rainfall is coming, the water actually gets into the house instead of going into the soil. This is a problem which our technology, or what we are facing in some panchayat raj. So actually this is wrong, or it is creating problems. So this too is wrong. So these two, or again A and B. So see, again this is a tough thing. So I have to choose between copper slag, cold mix, geotextiles, hot mix, asphalt technology. Again, this is a very tough thing. Maybe, see, how I would choose is that the previous question, see this, maybe one reading, two reading, after three readings I will come to understand that steel slag has been used for road construction. This is a logic we have applied in 76th question. So I should also understand copper slag will be used for road construction as well, or the waste materials should, see, the previous question says steel slag nothing but impurities, copper slag again impurities after you remove copper. So it should logically conclude from that 75th question that this also would be used in roads. So if I make that conclusion, answer is actually A. I am saying yes, answer actually is A. So answer for this question is 78th question is A. But see, I will have a problem with A and B. But I have already solved a question here concluding that steel slag I am going to use it for base road. So here I have to conclude copper slag is also used for base or road construction. So this is how I would at the end, not in the initial, maybe 2-3 readings after this question, after breaking my head inside the examination hall, I would actually finally choose A, maybe correct or wrong, it will depend on that day. So this is the answer, this is the logic. Again see this is what we discussed now. Coal ash contains arsenic, lead. Yes, coal ash, as I said, nothing but fly ash. This fly ash or environmental problem is the problem it creates, and as a result of which it is used in making cement. This is what I said. When you are making it in cement, see whether these things are there or the list of impurities present, it is not humanly possible, or for this it is out of scope. So if you are a person who is in doing research in road technology or something, transport technology, or in civil engineering, or you are doing a PhD there, you can actually go into the details of what are all the constituents of these coal ash, fly ash, everything. But we are writing for an administrative exam. So if you start going very deep into each thing, it's very difficult. But basics you should know. Yes, coal ash, all these elements are actually harmful. And hence if you see, and that is why fly ash is being used in cement. Instead of dumping it somewhere, they are being used in cement, and hence this is true. Yes, it can contain. I will do that only. It can contain. It can contain many other things. It contains these also. And coal-fired power plants, yes, this is a direct, this thing has been asked many times, 2012, I think also 2014, 15, many times. What are all the coal-fired or thermal power plant based impurities which are being released? Sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, yes, they are released. And this also has been asked in one of the prelims. High ash, this is in geography as well. Geography NCERT, if you read, India's coal, that is why we import coal. India's coal concentration is not that that efficient as in maybe Indonesia or Australia. That is why we are importing coal from Indonesia and the other countries, Australia. And if you see the coal which is present in India, it has a high ash content. That is, wastage is more. So when wastage is more, you should know that this will create this problem, right? When wastage is more coal ash, more arsenic, more lead, more mercury. Again, you have to make it more roads. So actually, or more cement. Sorry, more cement. So this concludes logically that, see, this D is the answer. Actually, D is the answer. Okay, D is the answer. So this is how I would conclude. Next question. Again, see, why I do not know why people got confused, or there are so many farming related agricultural questions. See, biochar, this word contains bio. Char means something, what is that? I do not know, maybe burning or something, char. But bio is living, correct? So come read that what a biochar can be used as part of growing medium in vertical farming can be, right? See, something related to biology, so it is biodegradable or useful or whatever living. So this can be used for whatever farming is there. When biochar is part of growing medium, obviously it can promote. See, I am not saying I am an expert in agriculture, but bio, something related to bio you are applying. So cow dung we apply, and many other nitrogenous fixing bacteria we apply, and they help in fixing these nitrogenous bacteria and providing nitrogen for the soil and for the growth of plants. Nitrogen is very important. So biochar would have this feature, right? And biochar is part of it, enables the growing medium to retain water. So then biochar is useful for nitrogen fixing, for vertical farming. It would also have this feature of retaining water. See, instead of going for 1 and 2, it's very common logic to go for D, and this is the answer. Use the word. So you should not see. You should not think about I have not known biochar. You have to go read agriculture, or you have to go get a degree in agriculture. Come solve this. It will take a lot of time. You have to become an IAS before 25 so that you will become a secretary someday. So you have to know what limitations you have and how you have to solve using the information which you have. You cannot go search for information in Google and something like that. Use the information which you have, use it logically, it will definitely come. See, again, next, Wildlife Protection Act. So you take any question paper, any UPSC question paper, any UPSC or any paper from 2010 to 2000 till 2020. There is not a question paper without this Environmental or Wildlife Protection Act and Environmental Protection Act. There is not one single question paper. So it is our responsibility, or it was our responsibility, to read this Wildlife Protection Act and then go into the examination hall. And in this, if you see Wildlife Protection Act, many things are there: National Park, Wildlife Sanctuary, Zoo, everything is in this Wildlife Protection Act. National National Board for Wildlife Authority, State Board for Wildlife Authority, like this 6 constituents are there. It also has one other constituent of these schedules. There are 6 schedules, 4, 5, 6 schedules are there which are very important. Based on the schedule, the importance of the animal increases. So schedule 1 is a very important schedule, where if an animal is included in that schedule, you cannot actually kill that animal. So this, what is this 6th? 6th is about this plant. 6th is about this plant. A license. So what are all the whatever things are in that 6th list? Why they have listed? Because plants you can grow, right? Plants you can definitely grow. But what happens is that for the plants which are being grown there, you have to get a license. So under this, the cannot be grown. No, it is actually can be grown, but you need a license. So this is the answer. This, without reading Wildlife Protection Act, it would be a criminal mistake to go into examination. Or also Environmental Protection Act, both you should read. Next question. See, again, Gupta dynasty. So they have said it is Gupta dynasty. Okay. What is these town? Ghantasala, Kadura, Chaul. And are they important Buddhist pilgrimage site in Gupta dynasty, we would know by 500 AD. Important, that too they have said important Buddhist. I know, for example, I know maybe Sanchi or the Deer Park and Amravati. The important Buddhist or Nalanda maybe or Taxila. This is the name which comes to me when I imagine important Buddhist pilgrimage centers from the things which I have read. I have never heard of Ghantasala, Kadura, Chaulno. That is, if they had been important, I would have known along with Sanchi Stupa and everything. This is not true. Okay, and also capitals of powerful kingdoms. In the time of Gupta dynasty, if you please go back, you will not see any capital with this name. Maybe some name will be there, but I am not sure. I have not seen this. So I would actually A and C. So again, see, that is what I said. This section is a little difficult. But if I come to A and C, I would have to pick some option. So that option, actually what I picked is C. So but C is wrong, A is the answer. Why I picked C? Again, that is what, see, I can go wrong. You can go wrong inside the examination. Why I picked C means places of exquisite stone art and architecture. Maybe see, that is what Chaul or Ganta Shala. Shala is some kind of school or place where you are making something. Ganta Shala. That is how I imagined it. So Chaul. But actually it happens to be a trade or port. So answer is A, but I picked C. Again, zero tillage agriculture. This was a very important feature of I think 2020 budget. So Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman actually made a very important place for this zero tillage agriculture. What is zero tillage agriculture means? In an agriculture field, you have to till these lands. That is, you have to open these soil and you have to plant seeds, and so that they can grow. But the zero tillage land, you will not actually till the ground. The ground will be not actually without any tilling. You will sow and you can do. So it actually, yes, sowing of without burning. Yes, it can be done. Yes, it can be done. Yes. So all this, if you do carbon sequestration or carbon protection in the soil is possible. It is 3. See, there is no statement in this which seems wrong. All are important for agriculture. So, see, choose D because what logically, or it's a reading comprehension. So, what is not important for agriculture? Everything is important for agriculture in this. So, answer is D. Answer is D. So again, next, and this was a very, see, I am going to, I will leave this question, or I am not sure of this question. Why they asked such a tough, I do not know. So answer I will directly tell, 84, A is the answer. And they say some, in the sense that this is there, or this is there, this is there. See, these are all, or bio, see, what they mean is that they it has pulses are not used, something like that. So it was tough for me. I will not lie, it was tough for me. I didn't know the answer for this, but A is the answer. Again, social cost of carbon. It's a little again. This is also a very not easy question. Measure of monetary value. What if you ask me, there is a problem and they have they are making a cost of that problem, and if you see long term damage done by 1 ton of, this is the measuring unit they used. So if you see second measuring unit, this can be also contribution of an individual person to the carbon footprint, also is a measuring unit. Social cost of carbon, we are making a monetary value, that is monetary value of something. So it has to be a unit. So but here you see, that is, you in most of the time you would see this ton or carbon dioxide problem will be measured in ton. So where is the unit I saw? Actually, this also I got confused. Contribution of individual person. True, it is also an individual person's monetary value you are calculating. But even then, individual person can emit how much ever possible. So I can emit 10 tons. So for example, China may emit 10 tons. USA may emit 15 tons. So that basis of calculation will be a ton of carbon dioxide. This is the answer. A is the answer. Because we are basing it on some measuring feature which you have to have, and that is how you fix monetary value. Or actually, kind of, except for this, all the three seem a little okay. But where I got the answer means it is ton of carbon dioxide in a year. That is also, see, again given in a year. It is the measuring unit. This is the measuring unit. I used the monetary value means you have to have a measure. You have to have a scale. Only then you can fix value. So this is the scale which seems logical. Again, with reference to pulse production in India, I'll come directly to this. See, green gram alone accounts for nearly half of pulse production. I have never, or see, if there is something which is half of the production, most important it would be. So more resources would be spent for that. But I have not seen. Rather groundnut and many other pulses are actually useful. So pulses is a combination of so many crops. No single crop I have seen having a very large prominence as half. So this statement is wrong. So remove this statement. So answer is 1. So I don't have to worry about while the production of is increased, production of rabi, whether it has increased or decreased. Why break our head? You have to know half of the pulse production. Suddenly someone says half of the pulse production. You have to imagine how is it possible? How did it go out of your eyes? While reading paper, how did it go out of your eyes? Whether green gram is such an important crop? No. So this is wrong. Answer is A. So answer is A. 86th is A. Again, this is also a little, see, again, kind of a 201 frost-free days, 100, so 3, there are 3, and well-drained soil capable of retaining moisture, very good. See, all these are very important crops having a large growing season, true. But again, imagine the logic. See, jute is grown here. This area, if you see in the southwest monsoon, it is one of the highest rainfall area in India. This area, this is over 200 centimeters. Jute is a crop which grows above 200 centimeters, or in a place where 200 centimeters above. But here, see this 50 to 100 centimeter. And next point, and next is tea, sugar. Okay, tea is there. Tea is also grown, or Darjeeling tea. So this also in this area only. This area you can see in map geography or NCERT or whichever map you have. This is a region which receives more than 200 centimeter because of the southwest monsoon. It hits first. West Bengal it hits first. And if you see, jute is grown there, tea is grown there, and hence this is wrong. Because it needs frost-free time, true, but the rainfall match with this. Rainfall is not as in 50 to 100. Sugarcane also requires more water. It is a water guzzling thing. That is why people growing sugarcane in this Marathwada region. So that is where the farmer suicides are very high, because that area receives so less rainfall. With the irrigation they are growing sugarcane, they are not able to manage it, and hence there is a lot of debt and people die. The rest, only one thing is there, cotton. And if you see, cotton is grown here, cotton is grown in this black soil. In this region, am I right? Black soil. This is the region cotton is grown. And if you see, it happens to be, yesterday in previous video we saw, it is present in the rain shadow region. And this region can be less than 100 centimeter. And this is where you have to fix this as the answer. It's not jute, it's not tea, it's not sugarcane. Why cotton? Because it is grown in the region. Map with the region where it grows and the rainfall. So this is the answer. So this is actually logical, you can attempt it. With reference to following statement, this is a very simple question. See, it's a very it's logical reasoning. Okay. Solar power can be used for running surface pumps and not why? It's a power. See, you have a sun. This is a sun. You get the power. There is a solar panel. You get the power. You store it in a battery, and you use it for something. So, but solar power can be used for running solar pumps. Why not some submersible or something which is there? You need only the power, right? With the power, you can do anything. This is wrong. Next, solar can be used for running centrifugal. Not why? This is power. See, I am using this thing. I am converting into power. I am saving into a battery. This power I will use it anywhere. Why I am going to use it in one thing and not in the other thing? See, this is what? This is reading comprehension. This is not something you read and understand. This is not present in any book. You cannot go search for solar power plants where and all it is used. No. If you keep searching for it, 10, 60, 20 years will run out. Instead, use it somewhere. It's a power. Power can be used anywhere. Neither is the answer. D is the answer. So it's easy. It's an easy question. Again, cultivation of sugarcane in India. See, again, come again to this. Don't think that it's an agriculture question. Substantial saving in seed material made when bud chip settlings. What is that? I do not know. But I know that sugarcane will be planted like this. So they will have some buds and they will be planted like this. This one fact I knew, and it needs a lot of water. When again, I will come to this. Next, I am not sure whether this is true or not. When direct planting of sets is done, germination is better with single budded seeds than as compared to many buds. See, in any logic or what is this, I do not know, but I can sense that instead of, if this is single, let us assume this is single bud, I am having multiple buds for growing. Okay, this is multiple buds, this is single bud. A normal common sense should say multiple buds are good, because when you have a single bud, there is a chance of it getting infected and totally completely gone. When there is a multiple bud na something, and that is why, see, that is why, right, why so many animals have so many kids. Evolution has so many kids for some animals means many of the kids in that animal die. So 10 kittens, many will die. See, it's a fact. Evolution is a fact. So I am applying that logic. See, I can go wrong also. Inside the examination, let us assume I am going wrong also. What am I going to lose? Somebody is going to come catch my collar and say, why did you mark this answer? No. I will apply whatever logic comes to my mind for solving these questions. But logical, rational, not any logic. But chip settlings, something like this only. Okay. So I would assume that this is wrong because many buds are suitable. So then I will come here, I will remove this. I am left with these two. And okay, then I will go, because see, 3, okay. Then again, if bad weather conditions prevail, sets directly planted, single bed sets have better survival. See, these two statements are actually same. You read these statements according to my logic, not maybe according to agriculture, it may be different, but according to my logic, more the number of buds, more the survival rate. Less the number of buds, less is the survival. So single bud have better survival is wrong according to the logic which I said. So these two are wrong. So I will go for C. C is the answer. C is the answer. You can check it. C is the answer. So this is something which you have to do. Otherwise, see, again, there are so many crop related questions. So many. Why worry about that? You cannot have a degree in agriculture and come write this exam. No. Use whatever information you have. You are an IAS officer tomorrow. You will not have all the information in the world to solve some issues. You have to manage with whatever is present. See, eco-friendly agriculture. This I knew, this everyone knows from 6th standard or 8th standard. Crop diversification, many crops is nice, good. This is something which we have read from school. Legume, this is in school, from school days I have known that nitrogen fixation bacteria, legume intensification will, legume crops, it is called as legume crops, it will fix nitrogenous bacteria. It is actually good for the crops. Whether it is eco-friendly, whether that is true or not, I do not know. Crop diversification is good. Legume intensification is good. From a young age, I have read this. From 8th standard, I have read this in my school. I remember my biology teacher teaching me this. This is not agriculture question. I know this too. So I will come here. So automatically these two are left. These two are left. And vertical farming, yes, vertical farming is like this. Many of the institutes, for example, have this. So vertical, they are farming like this. So because of lack of land like this, so you will not have land, right? Horizontal planting of land, it is not possible. In urban area, you have to plant somewhere because of lack of land. So this is also because, see, again, eco-friendly, how? You will not use many land, you will use a simple land, you will have a vertical farming, correct? So this is true. So again, so now search for 1, 2, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 4 option. Search this. 1, 2, 4. Where is the option? Where is the option? Where is the option? This is the option. So this is the answer. D is the answer. What is this tension meter? I will leave that to you. You find it out. Okay, answer is D. Again agriculture. Fertigation. See, again, this is words. Okay, fertilizers. What is the fertilizer plus what is that? Irrigation. Those two words they have clubbed it together and they have put it into fertigation. So you are, what they are saying, with the irrigation you are putting the fertilizer for better management. So when they are controlling alkalinity, true, when there is more water flooded into the field, alkalinity increases. Geography, NCERT, it is given, very simple. And when you do this both, okay, when you do this both, it is possible. This is true. Whether this is true, I am not sure. Increased availability, possible, because in water, with water itself you mix, and increased availability. Reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrients. This is where I got into a tussle. That is, this I was not sure. This I was not sure. I know that 1 and 3 is true. 1 and 3 I will find 1 and 3. These two options. I came between A and C. I was fighting between A and C, and finally I chose, I chose A. Okay, well, I chose A, but it seems that answer is C. I was wrong, but answer is C. Okay, because what they say is that rock phosphate does not mix with water. Is that this is a difficult thing. This fact I did not know, but I chose C. But at least I narrowed it down to A and C. I was not playing with all the 4 answers. I was narrowed it down to 2 things. So answer is what is that? C. 91 C. See, this is where you have to be very now again. You think about what is that? Ileana in what is that? I forgot her name. In 3 Idiots, or 3 Idiots, Amir Khan, Madhavan, that movie, or Ileana, the heroine in Vijay movie or Nanban movie, there would be a scene where she would talk about some foods, bejo, atho, many things. See, the thing is that something major, the names would be major, and those names you would have heard. I have heard about chromite, kyanite, sillimanite, yes, but this bentonite, no, I have not heard. If it is a major mineral, that is, it is iron ore, coal, these are major, right? If I have heard these major minerals, I would have heard about this bentonite, because major, it is a major thing, and I have not heard about it. So I will remove these 2. This is wrong, this is wrong. So I have to tussle between these 2. Here it is given only 4, that is sillimanite. And logical reasoning should suggest me that chromite is more than sillimanite. Because chromite is very important. Chromite, most of the time, chromite only I have heard. Sillimanite, maybe it will be like A, B, etc. Sillimanite will also be there. See, it is also there, but chromite will have a prominence. So major minerals, when I am searching, chromite should be there in answer. So answer is D. So this is the thing. This is the thing. You have to do all these things. Otherwise, you will not find answer. And this is a one straightforward question. Ocean mean temperature. Ocean mean temperature is measured to the depth of 26 degrees centigrade isotherm. What is this? Which is in the which is 129 meters in the, what is this? See, ocean thermal temperature you are measuring from here, right? That is measured up to a depth of up to a depth. Actually, ocean is measured here. That is in the top layer. Why you would go 129 meters? That too 129 meters. What is that reason? I do not know. Why you are going in the depth to measure some temperature? Temperature in ocean, if you see, this is where you will get the appropriate temperature. When you go down, the appropriate temperature will not be there. So this is wrong, and it can be used. True. True is the answer. It can be used. Why you are going 129 in depth? You should ask the question to UPSC. Why it is so you are asking for this depth? So in 93 it is B. Again, with reference to chemical fertilizers in India, consider the following. See, at present retail price of is market driven. No, and not. See, urea is still present in government hand. First word in fertilizers. So this is wrong. See, remove this. So we have to go with this. So 2 is correct because 2 both are present. 3, you have to make a choice, B and C. I will make a choice, yes, sulfur is a byproduct. B. So B is the answer. Sulfur in fertilizer, true. Sulfur, that is where we are getting. 94. India's desert, see again, logic. In these 3 things, desert national park, actually it is somewhere here, right? Somewhere here. Let us assume that. There is no human habitation inside the park. You can check you can think about this. The most important part of being a human is that this species lives everywhere, from the most cold place to the most hottest place to the most mountainous place to the most deepest place. We live, we survive. That is what is called as human. So in desert national park, no human habitation. How is it possible? Whether it is for great Indian bustard, you don't have. Whether it is 2 district, who will sit and count that and all? That and all, no one is going to count. It is spreading across 2 districts. Who knows? The person, IFS officer in Rajasthan might know, or in Gujarat might know, or IFS officer might know. But how do you know? But this is true, right? There can be a human settlement. So remove this. See, remove this. Answer is C. This is true. This is the answer. 95C. Again, Siachen Glacier. It is somewhere here. Okay. So Aksai Chin is here, and Leh is somewhere here. So what they are saying, east of Leh, east of Aksai Chin, both wrong, because it is in the west. Correct. This is east. This is west. Okay. So Aksai Chin's east, Leh's east, it's not there. Maybe Gilgit. So this area is Gilgit. I was thinking about whether Gilgit or Nubra. So these two. Actually, it is north of Nubra. So answer is D. Again, this is few more minutes, because I have to explain this, because few famous places, present state. Famous places now. If there is a place in Tamil Nadu, I will name it as Thiruvallur Street, Bharati Nagar, or Periyar Nagar. Why? Because famous place in a particular state is related to that state and the culture and the environment present in the state. If it is being named, you should think that Giri Nagar, this can be present in Gujarat, or Girnar. Girnar is a peak or some place in Gujarat, very important thing. Giri Nagar, maybe this is what I would think. So I would go for where 3 is, this 3. So this 2 I would have to choose between. So now I would have to choose between 1 and 2. Whether 2 is Dwara Samudra. Dwara Samudra, I do not know, but Bilsa, because in Madhya Pradesh center there is a tribe called as Bil. Okay, so this name can be Bilsa. So actually A. So this is what I would choose. Answer is A as well. See, choosing answer on that day, these kinds of gimmicks have to be made. You will not have Google to search which of the answer is true. Answer is A, 97A. See again, 36%, this is true. Whether this is true, I do not know. India is the largest area, this is true. This might be true. And 36%, what they mean is 1/3 of land or district in India is critically endangered for this over-exploited water. Actually, more districts are exploited. Punjab and Haryana, there are more districts being exploited, and northwestern Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, many areas are actually critical in terms of water availability in groundwater. This is wrong. So this is wrong, this is wrong. So as I said, I know 3 is correct. Where is 3? It is in B. B is the answer. And this is one very nice question. See, that is what people go for current affairs in geography and break their head with so many terminologies which are being bombarded using that using that note. Read NCERT, read Gocheng Liang, basic books. Jet streams occur in north hemisphere only. No, actually jet streams occur here also. So first statement in the NCERT, if you have read, you will know that first statement is wrong. Only some cyclones, wait for a minute. Next we will come. Temperature inside the ice nearly 10 degree lesser than the surrounding. You should know in a cyclone, this is the eye. It is called as the eye, and clouds will be here. The picture will be like this. What this means is that when temperature becomes high here, the air rises and forms a cloud here. So if you see, temperature here would be high. Am I right? Temperature here would be low. What they are saying, eye of the cyclone 10 degrees centigrade lesser. No, actually it can be higher but not lesser. This is wrong logically. So 3 is wrong, 1 is wrong. C is the answer. So C is the answer. See, this is basic NCERT. This is not tough current affairs. This is not something you have to break your head with. If you have read NCERT, you will know this is the eye. In the eye, temperature is high. Only then air rises up and it forms clouds in the other sides. And this is the structure of eye given in NCERT. Next, critical tiger habitat, which has the largest area. Tiger reserve list there is in Wikipedia, not in any book which I read. Wikipedia. Same way, national parks, biosphere reserve, elephant parks, mangroves. There is a list. List of tiger reserves. I remember reading Nagarjuna Srisailam is the largest. You can check that. It is in Wikipedia. See, Wikipedia, not any book. In Wikipedia, I have read that this Nagarjuna Sagar Srisailam has the largest tiger habitat. That is biggest tiger habitat. That is what I heard. So what I would conclude again, then critical tiger habitat. So if it is large here, the critical tiger habitat would also automatically be large. So I would actually pick this only. C is the answer, and hence this is how you solve. And if you see, this is how you do things. And I hope this series of videos was useful for you, and you clear prelims with very good score. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and like this video so that I can make more videos in the future. And thank you.